your organisation when asking your question. We will start with Rob.
Rob Moore from Sun Sport. Your opening centre court on Tuesday, how did you find out, and did you request that, or was it a surprise?
Oh, no, we didn't really request that. I know that there has been some discussions about who should open, and I feel really privileged that I've been chosen. There are many players here who have, won Wimbledon and had a great tournament. So, it's a great thing for me. I wasn't expecting that because, still I only made it to 4th round last year, and that's my best result. I feel privileged and proud of myself. Mostly. Hopefully it's going to be a good show.
Hi, Nick Callow from the Mail. You're on this incredible unbeaten run. You just said the 4th round of Wimbledon yesterday. You're the big favourite. How can you translate your form onto the grass this year? What can you do differently?
That's a hard question. Honestly, I still feel like I need to figure out grass. Last year for sure was it was that kind of tournament where I didn't know what to expect, and then match by match I realized that maybe I can do more and more. So still this year I only played like 10 days on grass, so it's not a lot. I didn't have a lot of time to prepare, but I'm just trying to stay open-minded and kind of take positives from the situation and realize that I can play without any expectations, and I have so much, a success this season that I don't have to kind of show everybody that I need to play well in every tournament, because it's tennis. We have ups and downs, so I try to play without expectations and just see what this tournament brings me.
Those 10 days, were they by choice or injury or?
Oh no, I mean, I needed time to rest after such intense beginning of the season, because keeping up with that streak and playing tournament week by week, it wasn't easy. So that was just the best decision for me to, stay in a good shape.
Yannick Schneider, Sportschau Germany.
Hi.
One of the stories of the tournament is the comeback of Serena Williams, obviously. I just want to know what your opinion is of her comeback, what you think she's capable of. And second, I saw you practice on center court yesterday, and she was next to you. You both were very focused. I just want to know, how's your relationship?
Well, when I saw her yesterday, I was pretty overwhelmed. I felt like I'm still kind of new on WTA. I didn't know how to react properly. I wanted to meet her, but I saw that she has so many people around and I don't know her team, and it was pretty weird. So yeah, I came back to my myself when a few years earlier when I was too shy to say hi to anybody for a second. But I feel that just seeing her around is great, because she's such a legend, and there's nobody that has done so much in tennis. So I mean, I don't know honestly about tennis, because it's pretty hard to say. I haven't practiced with her, so I don't know how it feels, and honestly I've never played against her, so I don't have even comparison. I can only say what I see on the screen, so that's not a lot. And I'm pretty sure that she's gonna be in good shape, because she has so much experience that coming back from breaks or just playing on Grand Slams, that I think she can use it.
Hi Iga, Catherine Whittaker, Tennis Podcast. I just wanted to ask you about your memories of winning the junior title here, and how significant that junior title is in your feelings about this surface and your confidence on it.
Well, for sure, it was pretty surprising for me that I won Wimbledon, because that was my second tournament or third on grass, and basically I was aiming for Roland Garros, and I already said that. And I think I was just so motivated, and I had so much, just willingness and energy to win Junior Grand Slam, that I kind of used it here. But I still feel like for sure next year was pretty tough because my expectations went high, and that was the first time I played in main draw in women's tournaments, so it didn't help that year. But for sure right now I want to use the experience, and I remember how the conditions were changing during that tournament, and this is what I can take from it. But honestly, it's not like junior tournaments are, they are different, and a lot of things can happen there, and you can see how hard is it to transition to WTA. So for sure I want to use the experience that I had on grass, but I don't know if it's giving me a lot in terms of all the atmosphere that is here. Right now we're even in different locker rooms and different, I stayed at Aorangi during that tournament, so so I still feel like I need to figure out more.
Iga, Ben Rothenberg graduate. Curious just what your sort of mental and physical recovery was like since the French Open, just putting the racket down for a bit, what you did, maybe especially mentally, just to sort of reset after all the tennis you've been.
Well, basically I stay home because after being on tour I felt like this is the best way for me to recover. It was hard to chill out and to not do anything because I felt like adrenaline was up, and I felt like I still need to get some tasks done, and and have some goals. So yeah, my goal was to, I don't know, to clean up the house or something. I couldn't actually lay down and just do nothing after such an intense time, but I accepted that, and I for sure I did anything I wanted. I didn't have to worry about sleeping good or eating good, so that was pretty nice. But it was just 7 days, then I came back to practicing hard, so I don't know if that's enough for people like us who are working on the highest level to chill out, but for sure physically it helped me a lot.
Iga, Nick McCarver with Wimbledon Uncovered. Catherine was asking about 2018 and that junior championship. That was only 4 years ago. How much do you feel like that Iga would be impressed with what you've been able to do in those 4 years since? And what about you do you feel like has allowed you to take on sort of each chapter and each mountain as you have?
Well, just tennis-wise, I think everything changed, and I'm pretty happy that I made such a progress, because still 4 years it's not like a lot of time, but that was probably the most important time in my career in terms of developing and finding my game and learning how to do new stuff on court. I watched some highlights that popped up on Instagram, and it looked like slow motion tennis, honestly. So I'm pretty happy that right now I'm on different level and I could do that transition well. And it seems like a different world, honestly. A lot of happened since then, so I'm happy that I was able to reach every stage of the journey and not stop at any of it. Just I was moving forward, and that's great.
Howard?
Hi, Howard Fenrich with the Associated Press. Do you remember the first time you ever saw center court? First time you were ever in there? What was it? When was it? And what were your impressions of the place? And does it strike you as being different from the main stadiums at other tournaments?
I think the first time I was there was before the junior tournament that I won. And honestly, the court was great, but I was also able to go through the place where all the trophies are. So yeah, that was pretty amazing experience. I'm not the one that is always looking at the trophies and, I don't know, imagining myself there, but these trophies are so nice, and so beautiful. It was pretty inspiring and motivational. So that was the first time I was there. I don't know. Last year was the first time I played on center court. So, right? So, still when I'm, playing matches and when I'm actually, performing, it's not like I can use the whole experience because I'm just focused on what's going on court. But I remembered all the little tour that I had before the junior Wimbledon was great.
Eleanor?
Hi, Eleanor Crooks, BA Media. I was just wondering about the process of becoming world number one. Like, does it feel normal now to you? And how important was it to win a Grand Slam title sort of so soon after becoming world number one?
It feels more normal for sure. When I'm saying that out loud, it still feels surreal, but when I'm living my life day by day, I got used to it, and I'm just trying to use that position and take as much as possible from it. And what was the second part of the question?
So how important was it to win a Grand Slam sort of so soon after becoming world number one?
I think for me, I always need to kind of confirm in my head that I'm in the right place and that I deserve to be here. And for sure, when it happened in Miami, I still felt like, I remember how it is to have to play against Ash, and how you feel that she has so much variety and much more options than you. And I felt like I still needed some time to prove myself that this is the right place to be. But I was able to show so much consistency, and I didn't do any kind of big mistakes that during Stuttgart and Rome and Roland Garros that I realized that maybe I am in the right place. Right now, for sure, the next goal is to stay here. But I'm just proud of myself that I was able to do that and that I coped well with all the expectations and pressure. Because at the beginning, I felt like I was number 2 for 5 days. so I felt like it wasn't planned, Yeah.
Can I just, is there any Polish viewing?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. Any others? Polish questions?
Oh.
Okay, so we'll just take a couple more in English then. Molly?
There you go, Monica Cowie from Daily Telegraph. There was a lot of talk in Paris about your streak, obviously, your match-winning streak. I just wonder, having the time off, does it still feel like you're on a streak? How does that kind of figure in your head?
I think time off has nothing to do with it. It's more like being on grass and kind of not knowing what's gonna happen for me. This is one reason why I feel like kind of I feel like I don't want to, focus on a streak and winning more matches. I just want to realize what's going on grass and how to play the best kind of tennis on it. So it's easier not to focus on the streak, and I think it's helpful. But on the other hand, it gave me a lot of confidence. So I'm going to try to use it on this tournament as well.
Last question in English, please.
Willie Weinbaum from ESPN. What are your thoughts about Rafa Nadal and what he's been doing this year?
Well, it's amazing. I mean, I watched Australian Open final live, and I could see how much work he's putting, and sometimes when he's not even, playing his best tennis, how he's coming back and finding solutions on court, and it's a great inspiration. And for sure, the way he's coping with, injury and the pain that he has, it's just the example of how the best kind of athlete, deal with that. And also, it's just really inspirational, just only Rafa could do it,
We'll change, sorry, we'll change
Well,
the
just
questions
take one
to
more
Hector,
lot.
sorry, we're changing
Well,
to
I've had my
Polish
hand
now.
up the whole time.
Sorry.